Well, hello folks. Just a quick video. The pups are 6 months old today. There's Reggie, he's a good boy, and there's Trigger, he's also a very good boy. Turned out to be two completely different pups. As you can see, he's got a lovely sort of quilt-like coat and got a more feminine type face, whereas Trigger here's got a more boy face and he's got a thinner coat, more like Tilly had. But there they are. We're out in the back garden, the sun's come out, it's lovely. And so the difference in the dogs, I thought Trigger would be harder to train first of all, especially with the retrieve stuff and all that, and now he's just starting to come on, whereas Reg has been on it from the very start. When I first had them, just with a bit of a sock, throwing it around, and he'd go and get it, where Trigger didn't. But it turns out that Trigger is learning the field craft better, with the quartering and stuff like that. He's really got it going. He's really using his nose now. He sprung a couple of young pheasants the other day, and that's it now. His brain is dialed into pheasants. So the work starting now with him is enhancing the stop whistle, because when he did spring the pheasants, he tended to sort of run off after them, only for a short distance, and then with a growly voice he came back to me. But we need that to happen on the stop whistle. So when they go up and they're hunting, they spring, they stop, and then obviously in the season, then somebody shoots it, brings it down, and then you can or can't go and send them out. So that's how that works. So they've been lovely pups. No real problems, bar that little scare we had when they reckoned it was meningitis, but it seemed like it was a joint infection or something that attracted Trigger, but it hasn't held him back. Reggie here, we've had nothing really wrong with Reggie. He's been all right. Ain't you, Reg? Eh? You a good boy? Yeah. So yeah, 6 months old today. I'll give you an update on the quartering with Trigger and with Reggie. I've been out with him this morning, and he's just still a bit head up in the air and not head down all the time. There's a bit of scent around with the young pheasants wandering around, so that's okay. So I'll do a few videos on that. Just getting back to the breeding and things. This is me having a bit of a rant about breeding people, breeding dogs. We got quite a bit of it over here, and then those dogs seem to sometimes have health issues and things like that. Pedigree dogs, right? Well, there's an argument for you. As you all know, the most popular dog I think in Britain at the moment is the Cockapoo. Well, at the end of the day, it's a mongrel. In my old way of thinking, it's been a crossbreed. It's a mongrel, and they've been fetching astronomical prices. You know, £2,500, £3,000 for a Cockapoo puppy, which is blooming ridiculous. These Springer pups, well, Reggie I had given by the breeder. He's a friend of mine, and he said I could have the pick of the bunch, so I picked Reggie. There he is with a ball, and my two girls bought Trigger. Now the price of those, I think it was £700 for a dog and £850 for a bitch. I think somewhere around there anyway. And these are pedigree dogs. So what we get from the breeder, we get a full pedigree readout here. I don't know if you can see that, how you can see that. And this is what having a pedigree dog. This goes back 1, 2, 3, 4 generations, and gives you the sire, which was Neo Sid, and then the dam, which is Pete's bitch, which was Connect's twin second time round. And this is Reggie's, and his pedigree name is Black Knight. And there you go, born on the 26th, whatever. And that is what you get when you have a Kennel Club registered pedigree dog. We also got these little certificates here from the Guernsey Kennel Club. There you go, you get that as well. Just shows the breeder's name there. I've got to register them yet. But everything in there. And then if I decide to breed at any time with these dogs, I'll only breed if say they do really well at sort of field trials or something like that. I'm not going to breed it just for the heck of it. If somebody comes to me with a pedigree bitch and said that they need a dog, I might be tempted. But and also with pedigree dogs and people breeding pedigree and registering with Kennel Club, a lot of these dogs are tested for all the issues that you can have, and if an issue comes up, then don't breed with the blooming dog. We got people over here. There was someone breeding Springer Spaniels, no pedigree, no Kennel Club registration, nothing at all, and they were asking over £1,000 for them. The things have gone bloody mad. Come on, folks, you know, if you're gonna, in my day, when we had a mongrel, it was either given to you, you know, because most of them were an accident. I mean, there's Holly down there, she's 15 now. I mean, that's a mongrel. I think it's a Staffy with a collie or something. But you know, and it's just gone mad. The people who have been Kennel Club registering and pedigree breeding these dogs, it goes back decades. Yeah, when I said decades before, that's actually generations. It actually goes back decades, and these people have been breeding these dogs to get the best traits out of each dog. And then that's why you end up with wonderful dogs further on down the track. If you're buying a puppy that's not Kennel Club registered or anything like that, you don't know what pedigree it's from. They might call it a Springer, it might be a Sprocker, or the parents or the grandparents might have been Sprockers. So you've got a mixture of Cocker and Springer, and it all just gets out of control. So, you know, I think well, that's the world it is today. You know, people paying stupid money for mongrels, crossbreeds, which at the end of the day, there's no coming back. If your dog at 4 years old, you know, you hear quite a bit of dogs dying at 4 years old and things like that, and you're wondering what's going on. But there you go, that's my rant for today. And like I said, the pups are 6 months old, and I just thought I'd show you their paperwork. That's there. Because Trigger is called Mr. Brightside, and he is there. So I mean, everything else is the same because it's the same parents, because they're brothers. But that's what you get when you register with the Kennel Club. And okay, folks, that's my rant over, and happy 6-month birthday to the pups.